The Cold War was a period of political conflict between the United States and the Soviet Union beginning in 1945 with the dropping of the atomic bomb on Hiroshima, Japan. The root of the conflict was over which form of government was better, American democracy and capitalism, or Soviet communism and command economy. The United States is a democratic state with a capitalist economy, in that its citizens vote to elect its leaders and the market operates free of government control. Conversely, the Soviet Union was a communist state where elections were often rigged and the economy was controlled by the government for more equal distribution. The United States during the Cold War operated on a strategy of containment, a phrase coined by diplomat George Kennan. This strategy worked to limit the spread of communism to more vulnerable countries and to instead implement democratic systems. In order to win these third world countries, those which were neither democratic nor communist, the Soviet Union and the United States implemented a variety of propaganda techniques and programs to prove that their country was better. Countries in Africa, Latin America, South America, and West Asia were the most heavily targeted by the two nations during the Cold War, as they were more likely to have less developed and therefore more vulnerable systems of government. The Cold War resulted in many violent outbreaks in these third world countries, more commonly known as proxy wars. They were called proxy wars because the opposing sides were supported either by the United States or by the Soviet Union, and were often less centered on domestic conflict as international conflicts between the two countries. These wars broke out across the world, but some are famously known, such as the Korean and Vietnam Wars. According to textbooks, the Cold War ended in the late 1980s and early 1990s with the tearing down of the Berlin Wall and the collapse of the Soviet Union. However, the perpetuation of proxy wars well into the 21st century, such as the conflicts in Iraq and Syria, have led many politicians and historians to argue that the Cold War continues to rage